I went from knowing basically nothing to within a week of starting your program, I was in the grocery store talking to people. And it wasn't perfect, but I was doing it. And so it like gave me the confidence to go and do it because I was seeing other people doing it, and they were talking about it on the platform.
Hola, Ilis.
Hola, Nate.
David, ¿cómo estás?
Estoy bien.
Sheldon, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
You have been learning Spanish for literally only 2 months. Just so you guys know, Elise and I were literally learning about object pronouns together, which, mind you, for someone who has been learning Spanish for only 2 months, is pretty awesome because I don't think I learned about those until I had been learning Spanish for like a year. Seriously. I wanted to know what you think about the program, if you've been liking it, if it actually works, or if I'm a fraud. So just, what do you think?
I can 100% say that Nate is not a fraud.
Yes.
And I've really appreciated the program because I mean, for so many reasons, but the first thing I can really think of is it keeps you consistent because you're seeing other people also learning because you're going to go through ebbs and flows like in anything. But when you are on the platform and it's very social media like, you
Mm,
can see how other people are progressing and speaking to them in Spanish. And it just gives you the opportunity to kind of like work out those muscles in a fun way and keep you going because there are those ebbs and flows of learning where you come across things that can be difficult, and so it's kept me consistent and it's kept me interested. And then aside from the social media aspect that I perceive as like social media aspect,
yeah,
just your curriculum in general is really thorough. And I think it's set up in a way that is you have building blocks for us. You go over kind of those basic things, and then you build and until you create that big picture of like how to create a sentence and when you use certain things, and then kind of like we're talking about today, like reflexive verbs and whatnot. So yeah, I and then also just the listening aspect. I think you always say in all your videos that like listening is such a big part of learning, and we do the passive listening by like podcast music things, but you provide a lot of different options for how for listening, and pretty much every aspect of learning that you need to learn a language, you provide that. So that's really nice to kind of have it all in one platform, so I don't have to go to a bunch of different places to learn things. So that includes
sure.
flashcards, all that stuff.
Sure. Okay, so my last question for you is if there's someone watching this video who wants to learn Spanish and they're like, oh, maybe I'll learn Spanish with Nate, I'm not really sure, what would you say to them?
I would say that you should just do it and don't overthink it, because I felt the same way where I was
Mm,
watching your videos on YouTube, and I was enjoying them, but I was just doing Duolingo for, I mean, not only maybe like a week before I really started watching your videos. And I was thinking, oh, I don't know. It sounds like a commitment. It sounds, and also there's, things involved that you have to commit to. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that. But honestly, I think that it's taken me leaps and strides forward because I went from knowing basically nothing to within a week of starting your program, I was in the grocery store talking to people. And it wasn't perfect, but I was doing it. And so it like gave me the confidence to go and do it because I was seeing other people doing it, and they were talking about it on the platform. And so I would say that like if you're really committed to learning Spanish and you really want to and it's important to you, then you should definitely join Nate's community because
mm,
you'll get all of the things that you need. You have all the support you could ever want from the community and from Nate too. I mean, Nate is just available all the time, if you have any questions about videos. But it brought me forward quite a bit, like going
mm.
from not knowing anything, to talking to people, or to now in my work, I'm talking to people every day
So
and
cool.
Spanish. So it's been super fun, and I would 100% recommend it to anybody who
Mm.
like thinking about it and they really want to learn and they're
Yeah.
committed.
Cool. Gracias, Elise. I was also going to say, you within the first week of joining also figured out how to roll your R's. And you shared a hilarious video of you rolling your R's and your dog thinking that you're trying to play, and like your dog was just not liking you rolling your R's. You're like, "Rrr," and your dog was like, "Rrr."
He doesn't like it. Whenever I go perrito, he just goes crazy.
So
And then I
funny.
practice like arroz and carro, and he's just like he doesn't like it. I don't know why. He's just a goofy dog practicing like for just like a day or two, and I was able to start doing it, and that was like right when I joined, and so that was super exciting, and that was like confirmation for me. I'm like, okay, this is something good. Like we got something good
Right,
going on because like I that's something I've been trying to do for a long time since I was a kid. So that was
right.
right. Yeah.
Cool. So happy to hear that. Well, muchas gracias, Elise. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for kind of sharing your thoughts and your honest opinion. And
Claro
yeah,
que sí.
muchas gracias.
Ujú.
Y estás en el hermoso estado de Texas.
See, honestly, I can't say enough about the academy. I was like, oh my God, this is actually the greatest one-stop shop for learning Espanol, especially Espanol Mexicano.
Exacto. Well, an interesting
Yeah,
thing is you have Mexican family, right?
right. Growing up, I had abuelitos that only spoke Spanish, very little English. My abuelito was a mariachi, if you can believe that.
So cool.
Yeah, he played the trumpet. And so, I always knew enough to get by. The academy provided that confidence, but also that reassurance that I don't need anything else and I can kind of just use this. You won't find someone in a community that will respond to you within like 2 hours or less. It's usually like 20 minutes or less. You won't find another community of like minded people. And third, it just it comes preloaded with everything that you need and anything you could hope to want in the future. You have like stuff for people who want to become the Mexican Spanish pro, or people who want to like learn because you want to have a Hispanic partner or whatever, that partner that speaks Spanish.
Gracias, David. Lo aprecio mucho.
Gracias, Nate. Hasta
Uh,
luego.
Hasta luego. ¿Tú dónde estás?
in California. They
Uh,
Los Angeles, B and V sound very similar, and that's something that I just it like clicked with me when I started the Spanish Academy. Is I'm like, how did I not know this? Because I've been studying Spanish. I did high school and college, and it's just like something as basic as that, which they should have taught me early on.
sure.
It's very much an interactive space. So, like you get to chat with people and you get to, like have more of a community. So you're not really like studying alone. Estoy tratando de aprender más español y especialmente con un acento mexicano.
Y la verdad, tienes un muy buen acento, la
Ah,
verdad.
gracias,
De
gracias.
nada, buen trabajo. Hasta luego.
Adiós, nos vemos.